Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Levi Nolasco. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams here in sunny Las Cruces, New Mexico. Today's video is going to be a comparison on the cost of living between Los Angeles and Los Angeles County and Las Cruces, New Mexico. Now, before we get started, I just want to say that a lot of my business, almost 90% of my business, is devoted to helping people relocate to Las Cruces. So in the last year and a half, I've been able to help over 50 people relocate. If you're considering the move and have a lot of questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd love to answer those questions for you. The reason I chose to compare Las Cruces to Los Angeles is twofold. First, I've lived in both cities, so I have firsthand experience and knowledge of how much each city actually costs to live in. And second, it's a little hard to compare your city directly to Las Cruces because there isn't a lot of information available online. So chances are you know how your city stacks up to Los Angeles. If you're looking to move to a new city, the first thing that comes to mind is usually going to be the cost of real estate. So let's dive right in. The average home price in Los Angeles, California in 2021 was right around $930,000. Now, I was fortunate enough to cut my teeth with a top producing team at the agency in Beverly Hills, David, Parnes, and James Harris. While I was an assistant on their team, I got to see behind the scenes and look at exactly what it takes to buy a home in Los Angeles. Now, even if you're pre-qualified and you have the money for your down payment and closing costs, chances are if you don't have cash and if you don't have enough cash to bid well over the asking price, you're not even gonna get a chance to purchase the home. My entire time working in California in real estate, I'd never worked on a single transaction that had a loan. Everything was cash and everything closed very quickly. The average price home in Las Cruces, New Mexico is right around $280,000. Yes, our market is still very competitive. There's multiple offer situations on most properties as long as they're priced correctly that will sometimes go between $5,000 and $30,000 over the asking price. I'm gonna post a couple pictures to show you what the average price home in Los Angeles looks like versus the average price home in Las Cruces. If you have the money for a home in Los Angeles, I want to show you what that can get you here in Las Cruces. Another important note is that the luxury market here in Las Cruces starts around $400,000. So it really doesn't take a lot comparatively to get into a really nice home in this area. Now, a lot of my clients will sell their really expensive homes in California, move out to Las Cruces, build or buy a really nice house that's in the luxury market and still have a few $100,000 left over to do whatever they please. Just about every relocation client I work with asks me about utilities. I've never heard of anybody complain about high bills or anything like that here in Las Cruces. So before we dig into it, our utilities are almost exactly half of the cost of the utilities in Los Angeles. So in Los Angeles, if you pay 24 cents per kilowatt hour, which is the actual rate out there right now, in Las Cruces, it's about 12 cents per kilowatt hour. Water usage was a much harder number to pin down. So I tried to find a number that was comparable in each city. In Los Angeles, if you use 9,700 gallons of water in a month, you'll be paying about $58. Now in Las Cruces, if you use 10,000 gallons of water in a month, you'll pay about $28. So again, utilities in Las Cruces are almost exactly half of the utilities in California. I compared two Shell stations, one in Los Angeles and one in Las Cruces. The price of unleaded gasoline in Los Angeles is at about $4.85 per gallon, while here in Las Cruces, at the same Shell station, it's going to cost you $3.50. In Las Cruces, you're looking at spending between $54 and $124 to renew your vehicle registration, and that's for 2 years. Also, fun fact, we don't have emission testing in Las Cruces yet, so there goes another fee that you don't have to pay. And before I moved from California to New Mexico, I read that I could take a 50% pay decrease and still maintain the same quality of life and same lifestyle. So that actually was my exact case. When I moved to Las Cruces initially, I took a 50% exactly pay cut, and our lifestyle actually increased a little bit because in California, we were renting a tiny bedroom in a 3-bedroom apartment. And when we moved to Las Cruces, we actually spent $500 less a month on rent and were able to get a luxury apartment. Now, I also want to appeal to all of the entrepreneurs out there that can work from home and live the laptop life. I started an Amazon business when I was living in California. It quickly went under due to California's LLC annual tax. So essentially what that is as soon as you file your LLC, within 3 months, you have to pay an $800 fee to the state. And then each year, as long as you make a certain amount of money, you have to pay that same $800 a year. Also, filing for the LLC was expensive, and so were the taxes. And I also want to say that I feel like there's a lower barrier of entry and also competition in starting a business in New Mexico. So if you're able to, I think, it's definitely worth looking into. To summarize, living in Las Cruces, New Mexico costs about half of living in Los Angeles, California. And of course, there's different things like amenities and stuff that we haven't covered, but it gives you a good understanding of what you can expect living here in Las Cruces. So if you're looking for a less stressful life, an easier life, a more laid-back life, and you want to learn more, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thanks again for watching my video. I'll see you on the next one.